Hey everybody, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We're heading out to the Sunward Isles to fight this Onamazu, and it's a pretty cool trinket up for grabs here for our bounty hunter. Extra speed, but every time we attack, we get a chance to mark the target. It reduces the damage we do versus marked, but his basic attack does 90% versus marked anyways, so I think it's pretty solid. This is unique in the sense that it says it's a one-room battle, and I don't think we've ever seen that on any other mission before. So, I'm not sure what that means exactly. So, I'm just gonna... I don't know how to handle this, but hopefully we can pull this off. We're taking out Igor the Liar, Walter, Razkan Cal, and Jeff. Jeff's got the cracked gong for extra riposte damage and extra accuracy. We've got the stress and the healing. We've got the extra stun chance on the cudgel widget and the scouting and trap disarm. And then we've got extra damage here. Hopefully we can pair this up hitting versus crits. Hopefully. And, yeah, let's see what happens. Let's, buckle up. So, we have dog treats. It's a short run. Let's do something like this. The Sunward Isles, I honestly don't know what to bring. So, I'm just going to bring a little bit of everything. And, there's no food. No food. Okay. So yeah, something is weird. Something is weird. Let's see what happens. The Onamazu has been attacking and sinking ships recently. The Sunward natives will be indebted to you if your endeavor is successful. Okay. Today's log is from Lachlan McPhee, who writes for Lachlan, our bounty hunter. Bloody hell, I knew the Laird were mad, but having 3 beasties passing as beauties? Ugh. If it were nigh for the fact that all 3 of them saw me through to safety, I would have been asking to take my axe to them. However, the ladies Black Blood and Vespina have been reassuring enough. Even the Duchess Harmony is nae a bad sort, so long as you're no bleeding. Good lasses, open me eyes to the more godforsaken aspects of this godforsaken estate and save my arse from the fire. Really good. That was from the mission when he went with all those transformative classes. Oh, shit. Okay. So it's literally... it's literally one room. Wow. It's literally one room. 105 damage we need to get in. That's crazy. What? That's so cool. What is this? Okay. 15% protection, 10 dodge, 5 speed. Crit and blight chance increase by 10% for every 10 torch below 50. Okay. 50% chance when the torch is under 10. I guess we'll see what happens. He's Yokai and Eldritch. Oh, that's kind of cool. We have damage versus Eldritch, or we could mark him for damage here and here. Why don't we do that? He's got 3... Oh, this could get weird. Let's mark. And... I'll take a 10. Okay, so he does AoE. Sick dodge. So we should definitely get riposte going if he's got that AoE. What's his stun? 70%. But we've got 120 plus 25. So 75% still. And then we can get the crits from him, depending on... See, because he's got 3 actions, those might just erase all the time. Ah, the dodge. All right. Oh. 6 damage per round for 3 rounds. Okay. That's something. Maybe we use one of these for protection. Yeah, this doesn't help me now, does it? Whew. We can debuff his dodge and speed. With his stun resist, this is literally useless. It would debuff Yeah, no. See, I don't know about that. I'll just take the attack. That blight is insane. Good resist. So and then we'd have to mark every time. Hello. It's got that eldritch damage. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so we have some anti-venoms at least. I'm actually going to activate Duelist Advance here so we get the riposte. If he AoEs, then we guarantee that we swipe back. Well, he's going for him anyway. 6 damage for 5 rounds. Jesus. Stun here, hopefully. I resisted. Yikes. We're not able to see our stun crits. This is definitely not the enemy we should be trying this on, it turns out. We could buff resistances. We're not using this for anything else, obviously. Yeah, that works. Big heal from Razcan there. Oh, nice crit. Predatory lunge. Let's do this. We'll take resistances here too.
Inspiration and improvement.
We have the yokai protection. And what's his bleed? 40%? What's our chance? 110. It's not bad. I'm just gonna go for damage. Frick! Okay, and that's actually... Okay, so I see what's going on here now. So let's torch up. I see. So his attacks reduce the light, buffing his crit and blight chance. Very unique. I'm gonna try this again. Come on. Nice. Now let's go. See, this is the thing. I don't think we're ever gonna get to pull that off in this fight. So we're just gonna do straight attacks now. I guess his speed is like middle of the road. I love that he's attacking him like non-stop. He's got this for one more round. Five to 9 with 15% to crit. Okay. Now we're in the wrong position. I'm going to heal here just in case he does attack and he ends up going down to death's door. I don't want this to tick out. Yeah, see? Yeah, see? Very happy that that just went down that way.
The end approaches.
Okay. Well.
Success so clearly.
That is a unique
or is it
way of doing
a
things.
Trick of the light?
So we have something for a grave robber. We don't even have this class. Dodge and dodge when attacked by yokai. 800 each of these. That's not bad. Major Onamori. Strong protection against yokai. That's so weird. Okay, well, we'll definitely do another mission today. But what the hell was that? That's cool. We basically got back what we spent on unlocks and upgrades. Maybe a bit more. No heirlooms, though. But a pretty good trinket, I would say, for a bounty hunter. Easy levels. Trying to mess around with that whole, like, stun thing didn't work out very well against 3-action boss. Extra virtue chance, minus dodge, scouting in the aisles. Fear of Eldritch we have to get rid of. They're pretty prominent.
There is a great horror.
Now what does this mean?
A crawling chaos that must be destroyed.
The state has decided to entrust a small amount of seals to you. Each seal denotes a small amount of authority. You can view total Sunward seals in the district panel. Sunward seal plus 25. Oh, it's like a currency for the districts. Red seal ship. Gain 1 to 2 red seals per week. Red seals are estate items exclusively received from this district. Congenial Ryokan. Extra stress healing received in the Sunward Isles. Idle stress relief in town increased by 5 per week. Okay. Honorable Shrine. Major and minor Onamori. Remove the first yokai conditional from buffs, making them usable in other regions. You just get extra protection. That's cool. Districts are probably a ways off. The nice thing, that does advance the week. Give me an antiquarian. We got an antiquarian. And it's level 2. It's level 2. So we're seeing some buffs coming in from the anti-grind stagecoach mod, which is good. Hey everybody, Future Odd here. I thought I'd take a few minutes to explain exactly how this anti-grind mod works. If you're not interested in this, feel free to skip ahead a couple of minutes. This video I think is going to be a premiere, so if you're watching this live, I got you. You're going to have to watch the next few minutes anyways. But I've got some cool tidbits in here that I think you're going to enjoy. So, first of all, the anti-grind mod is going to do a few things for us. Of note, in my opinion, are number one, it's going to reduce the monotony that comes in the middle part of the game. And number two, it's going to help us maintain variety with all of our different modded classes. And number three, it's going to get us to the more difficult missions faster, thus resulting in what I think are going to be more entertaining, more dangerous, and more fun runs for both you and for me. Now, interestingly enough, Chris Barrasso, who's one of the 2 co-founders of Red Hook, recently did an interview on the Game Design Roundtable podcast. I'm going to play you a couple things from that podcast that really do a good job of driving home probably the only criticism that people have of this game.
One of the challenges that I had with the game, I think this is probably a common criticism, is Darkest Dungeon as a campaign can stall out, or can at least create the feeling of stalled out. Like this idea of you've built up all these relics, you've built up all these characters, you've leveled them up, and then you hit the boss and a couple things go wrong and you lose them. And that defeat, there are times when you can get almost stuck in like a paralysis where you realize like, I now have to go back to the beginning. I've made progress in the metagame by evolving the town, but I'm probably going to have to go do things I've already done before. Do you think that's a fair criticism? And if so, like, are you going to be addressing, like, was there a conversation about how to push people past potential stalling points?
Yeah, it's a great question, and it's 100% a fair criticism. And I think the weakest part of Darkest Dungeon is the middle 25% or 30%.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's actually
a
a super great game to start, and I think like I'm quite proud personally of the way it ends and how we handled the end of the campaign and the narrative loop and the rest of it. So it's a completely accurate critique. I think it's the weakest part of the game, and every game's got a weak spot. We definitely learned, and on the game we're doing now, we're actually adopting a very different approach, even from a metagame structure, to avoid that lull. Because that's where we're weak. That's where we're weak.
So keeping all of that in mind, that really resonated with me when I heard this. It just came out a couple days ago, and I was like, you know what? That has always been the problem with this game for me. And so that's why we've introduced this mod in the first place. I'm going to show you how the mod works. So normally, at this level of recruits upgrade that we have right now, heroes have an 18.75% chance of being level 1. The rest are level 0. These are vanilla numbers. At the second experience recruits upgrade, which also requires that skills, armor, weapon buildings are upgraded to level 3. That costs a ton of heirlooms to do. Heroes have a 12.5% chance of being level 2 and an 18.75% chance of being level 1. Then at the third and final experience recruits upgrade, which also requires skills, armor, weapon buildings upgrade to level 4, costing a literal shit ton of heirlooms, heroes have a 6.25% chance to come in as level 3 and the same chances as level 2 and level 1 that I've already mentioned. This, my friends, this is called the grind. And this is great for some, but in my opinion, Darkest Dungeon's biggest downfall. And we're trying to get around that. If I was playing this on my own, maybe I'd be brave enough to tackle it. But for a YouTube series, I've seen people do over 150 episodes of this game. That's not including DLCs, and that's not including extra modded dungeons or anything like that. So you can see it would get pretty crazy. And I want to avoid that. I want to keep things moving forward, and I want to keep things progressing. So here's how the mod changes the percentages. At first level of experienced recruits that we're at right now, we get a 50% chance for heroes to be level 1 and 40% chance for heroes to be at level 2. And I think that that's going to accelerate this part of the game very quickly. At the second level, we're going to get a 30% chance to be level 3 and 20% chance to be level 4. By the time we're able to get the upgrades to unlock that, we're going to have a fair amount of our own guys sitting at that level anyways, so that'll start bringing up the other people to that level and allow us to use all of these different classes that we have in here and allow us to use a lot of that variety that we want. When it's maxed out, we're going to be getting a 20% chance to get a level 5 hero. Now, previously, we cap out at level 3 in vanilla, but now we can get level 4s and level 5s at decreasing percentages. So you might be thinking, okay, well, early on, we're going to start to get these heroes that are quite a bit stronger than what we have right now. Great. That's going to make us pretty strong. We're going to have to take some level 2 guys into level 3 dungeons, but they might have level 3 gear, so we should be pretty balanced out that way. But as the game progresses, the chances of getting higher level heroes drops. And while we have that power spike now, it's going to become a lot more difficult as we go forward. So don't worry, like my main thing with this, I want it to be difficult, and I've really considered a lot when choosing this mod. So we're going to feel that pain still, don't you worry. When we lose a top hero, as an example, higher levels are A, they're still going to be tougher to replace, and B, we're still at the mercy of RNG showing that class again. So who knows? We might not ever see it. If we lose our top guy and he's a highwayman, we might not get a highwayman for another 15, 20 weeks. Who knows? And then they have to be the same level, and it's like, we're still going to have a lot of work to do. So in terms of some additional guidelines for this, just to kind of balance things out, in my opinion, we're only going to replace heroes of the same class. That should be obvious. And this is still the only time that we can dismiss a hero. We can't dismiss heroes for any other reason other than replacing. And that was always going to be the case anyways. Also, even though you're going to see me replace 2 heroes here that are at the same level, I've given it thought and I don't want to be doing that. So going forward, the rule is going to be that we have to bring them in at a higher level from the stagecoach. So if people have like negative quirks or are really stressed out or they don't have as high level gear, doesn't matter. They have to be a higher level to replace them. And lastly, because we can't dismiss heroes, even if something we really want shows up, a hero that we really want to have, we're going to have to pay to upgrade our roster size just like normal to accommodate. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. If you have any comments, I'd love to hear it. But that should be good. This took a little bit longer than I thought, but hopefully this was a good job of showing you my thought process and explaining everything to you. Now, enjoy the Crimson Court level, and we got an Antiquarian level 2.
She searches where others will not go,
That's so sick.
and sees what others will not see.
The best thing about this is they come in with all their gear upgraded. They get all of their skills unlocked, so we can pick what we want. Still would have to unlock camping skills, but yeah, pretty solid, I would say. Now, if we have any level 0s of these same classes, then I would consider swapping these. So Musketeer. So Doll, for an example, coming at level 2. In terms of how you would handle this from like a role-playing perspective, I'll kind of leave that up to you. But, because your quirks would change when we switch these guys in, but we're definitely going to do this. So we're going to get rid of Doll here. Very cool. Seraph and Crusaders. But I think same thing. We just swap them. So bring you in. Dismiss.
The task ahead is terrible.
And then our Seraph.
Weakness.
And I really like this because if you guys don't know, and if you haven't figured it out already,
Man.
getting these guys leveled up can be very, very, very tedious. And like one of the best strategies in a normal Darkest Dungeon game is to just dismiss people that have high stress, don't really care about your people at lower levels. And I think by having this anti-grind comboed with the fact that we're not dismissing just because of stress, we're only allowed to do replacements. I actually think that's a really nice combo to make the game like a little bit more accelerated. So hopefully you guys can follow along with that. I think it makes pretty good sense. Yeah, I kind of want to just take this group out and do a fight somewhere. Let's see here. Okay, so this does change. This does change. Plus 20% damage if HP is below 75, below 50, below 25. So does this stack as they get weaker? These continue to add on? I feel like this might be good, but I don't know. So the courtyard, when we go out there, we have to fight the crocodile. The croc, I think it's called. And he can be pretty shifty. He can be pretty hard to deal with. We have some decent, like, backline damage here. And I did want to go to the courtyard as well. Let's try it. Okay, so let's take a decent chunk of food, actually. Let's just take all of it. Now, torches operate different in Crimson Court. I think these buff accuracy or something. But we can also use them on certain curios. There's certain things we can burn. I don't know if we need holy waters. Shovels, I think we use for curios as well. Bandages, maybe. Blight, I think I'm going to ignore. Keys, I'm going to bring. We'll take some herbs, and then we'll take some blood, too, in case we run into... There's certain figures that we can give blood to for trinkets. Oh, we had dog treats that whole fight, too. Didn't use them. Didn't use them. Frick. All right, let's try this again. You know what? Let's upgrade his weapons on our Bogatir here. And I wonder if he's only sitting in the front. There's no point in me unlocking this. So I think let's just leave it like this for now. Okay. Well, I'm going to take all the food. I'll take a batch of torches. Some of these. And some blood. It's been a long time since I've been to the court. So...
The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride for the diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues. Our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
God, the writing is so good. Our cherubic statues. I love it.
Soaked and sinking, these stone terraces and sprawling gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
So, that's right. We kind of have to map things out in the Crimson Court, don't we? Okay, pile of strange bones. I think... prevent maladies. I want to say bandages. Sick. Okay. Okay. Just okay. Hello, manservant and supplicants. What's up? 150 stun resist. Well, great. Excellent. Good thing we brought this like little stunning synergy. We'll try it on the first guy, which should be pretty good. We at 120 plus 25, 145. So yeah, 100%. As long as we hit. Let's, he's got 20% prot too, but it's only 12. 12 health. See what we can do. Beautiful, Razcan.
Maintain the offensive.
So we got that stun. Here comes a crit. Oh, that's so sick. I hope we can just pull that off so many times. Oh, nice, too. So his crit actually
As
buffs...
victories mount, so too will resistance.
It buffs his stress healing done, which is fine. He has one skill that can de-stress. But it also increases his stun skill chance, which is kind of a cool synergy as well. Really well thought out. Here's the stress skill that we didn't unlock. I wonder at higher levels how good that gets. Alright, good news is we're alive. So maybe I should just be torching... Yeah, it's 3 accuracy for 1 battle. Yeah, okay. We gotta kill these guys. He's got 10 dodge. Oh, we have a bloodsucker trinket too. I should have thought about bringing. Let's try and pull this guy up. Stress hit. Oh, and he goes right back too. Good for you. Good for you. Bye-bye. Good job, Walter. I actually have Walter sitting right next to me watching me record this, and every time I say that, his eyes open wide. Let's go Duelist Advance here. With the protection, these guys might be awake for a little while. Okay, so we should have brought... My memory has failed me once again. We should have definitely brought some anti-venom. That's for sure. Dodge and speed. They're already quite slow. They don't have any dodge. Let's just lay down the hammer from Igor. Let's heal.
Soothed. Sedated. As the fiend falls,
1 down.
a faint hope blossoms.
Sick. Walter's crushing. 2 down. Good resist.
Confidence
All right.
surges as the enemy crumbles.
So the next time we come,
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They
that's
can
gonna...
be beaten.
That sucks. So here's one of the things we have to destroy. We have to bring anti-venom next time. He's gonna take 12 damage straight up here. Blood flowers. The pot, I think I remember breaking. Man, see, it's so weird. Like, my memory is terrible generally, but certain things stand out. But then the next time I come into this dungeon, I'll see these and be like, oh, should we be like burning them? Oh, this, okay. At least it's reduced at the end there. I don't remember if we have food checks. I imagine that we do. Nice. These we burn, I think, for stress. I'm pretty confident. Yeah, there we go. You get the eggs. Switch these guys back. Take a torch. Couple mosquitoes. See, speed 10. It's nice if we can get a surprise, but it's going to be pretty rare, right? Thanks. Okay, let's heal ourselves first. Let's set up a riposte here. If we take the stun, then we can crit off it. Then get rid of some of the stress. This guy's got our blood in there, and I can't remember exactly how this synergy works. Thirst.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay. We do have obstacles. Not bad. Still have a few torches. Let's keep going. Got the surprise. Let's see if we can kill these guys. Need a big crit there. Oh, I should actually... We'll put a mark down. Has a decent chance to crit off that too, actually. Still can't kill him. Oh, yeah, he actually dies. Excellent.
A death by inches.
They love going for our riposte targets. Big heal.
Abatement.
They're all slow, so we should be able to do this.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
We'll do a stun.
all.
Oh, I can't. Why? Damn it. Can't stun these guys. That sucks. Took a lot of damage there I didn't need to.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
This citrine is a trap, I tell ya. Swap this and... I'll do this as well. Yeah, definitely want to bring anti-venom. Got it. And now I can't do the bandages because we just got rid of them. I'm not going to touch them. And a hunger check. Right on cue. Let's buff the accuracy. Hey, this is a de-stressor. It's good. Battle, battle, curio, curio. And a couple of battles up here. There's our quest location. I think we're looking to fight a boss too, right? Generally? When we go to the court? Let's go down here. Shovels.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Okay, we have a bunch of different types going on here. So I think if one of us has the curse, then they can transfer it through this mechanic where he, like, sucks up our blood. So he's guarded by him. He's got protection. He's got dodge. I'm actually going to mark him. Get rid of that dodge. Oh, did he resist that?
Another
Nice
one
crit.
falls.
Jeff! See, like these guys, 15% chance is going to increase the damage that we take. Let's try it. Oh, they both dodged it, of course. Of course they did. Stun this one. Nice job, Jeff! F8! Let's heal up Walter. It's not bad. Not great. Try a stun here. See if we can't get a stunned attack from our Bogatyr. There we go, baby. Oh, when that comes together, that's so cool. I love that skill. Speed of 1. We should pretty much all go before him. Cool. We're managing. We're managing quite well.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
We're not really using our medicinal herbs very much. I'm gonna swap those. Okay, so nothing happened this way. Down to 7 food. I shouldn't have dropped below that. The increments of 4 obviously work best for these food checks. And I dropped down to 7. I overfed. I'm just not sure. I can't remember if we need to hunt for this boss, because if I do this, do we leave automatically? Let's see. We'll go up here, we'll activate this. If we have the chance to stay, then we'll just stay. If things are going well, which they seem to be so far. Just have to be mindful about that food. Bones, we can't do anything. Only 2? Okay. Enraging Slight or Sight? Slight. So stress. Not bad. Okay. Oh!
Another abomination
Crits.
cleansed from our lands.
Even without being stunned. Good dodge, guys. Good dodge. Good dodge. He's slow, so we should all act. There you go, Walter. Okay. We're feeling it. Maybe a little too much.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying
Oh, wait a
fall.
sec. Why did I think... For some reason, I thought we activated 2 already. And I'm wrong. We still have 2 more to go. Onyx. Can I fit this in somewhere? If we find more Onyx, then this is great, because otherwise I'm going to sell this anyway. Okay, so there's the one we need to burn, and then there's one more. Oh, it's probably because of the stress heal ones that we found. Damned Fountain. Damned and Holy. Pretty sure. Oh! Oh, it's stress relief. Okay, I didn't know what it did. Well, okay. That would have been good over there, but... all's the same. Come on, no food checks. All clear so far. So, okay, so the cool thing about the court is now we know most of the curios. I feel good about that. We should be able to stress reduce based on the curios alone. That sucks. Oh, that really sucks, actually. That really sucks. I'm gonna heal here, but I am not happy with our position. It's not bad. Maybe Walter can finish it. And the crit, thank you. Get a little bit of stress there. So this would only be a 40% chance to stun. So we're at 80, they're at 40. I don't like that. Got the low end of the damage roll there. Good dodge, Igor. You're gonna block. Oh, they're gonna block each other. Ha! Interesting. You just swapped it. Seems questionable. Okay, so he's toast. Nice dodge from Walter. Let's just hammer the supplicant now.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is.
Got our party healed up to full. Oh, he's speed 1 and he rolled before us? Unfortunate. I guess, you know what, I should have healed there, maybe?
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I kind of want to keep a torch in case we find another curio to burn. Shovel for obstacles. This is 1250. Let's use those, I guess. There we go. This is just for... Do we see any obstacles? We don't. We don't see a lot, so...
treasure could
tough to
staunch
say.
the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Ah. There's the one I was talking about with the blood. I don't know if it's riches or stress. Treasure. Couple of trinkets, both kind of crappy. I definitely want to use these if we find the boss. I'm going to trade the onyx here, and we'll leave those boots. If this is the boss... This is the boss! Okay.
Unnatural and abhorrent.
Nice dodge. Okay, so what's our plan here? We got to hit that back line, which is not great. He's got protection. Decent stun chances for us as well. Let's set up a mark. Because we have 2 people benefiting from that. Then he switches positions. I'm going to set up a riposte. Because his first attack was AoE. So that means we're going to get hit a lot. What's his pull? You know what? Let's get him right up there. We could debuff his dodge too. Oh, he crit off that too. That's big. Now we can hit from the front. Just wondering if it's worth investing in anything else at the moment. I don't think so. Yikes. Went for that riposte target. Excellent. Let's get rid of some dodge as well. He's resisting our what's his debuffs? 75. Okay, so it's basically just going to be for the extra damage. We're not going to get the extra benefits there, I don't think. Bleeds at 50. I don't want to move him up because then our Bogatyr is going to be in a bad spot. You can try stunning. 120 plus 25. Yeah. Remove one of his actions. I'm good with it. Still have riposte. Nice crit there, Jeffy. Guys, we are cruising right now. I'm jinxing it probably. Should stop talking. Yikes, that's a big pull. Big pull. And stun again. Our Bogatir's out of position though, so... Here, we'll actually shuffle back. I'll shuffle back just one, because then we can Eldritch Stab if we want, and then here's our guaranteed crit. Excellent.
The ground quakes.
This is actually a super cool party for this guy. Okay, so let's, he's not marked anymore. Let's riposte again. Just trying to run. I want to bring him right back up. Second position, I think, is fine. Let's heal. Pretty shitty heal. Good crit, Walter.
Executed.
We should get a crit attack.
A decisive
I love this.
leveling.
This is such a cool combo. Guys, I think we're going to kill him. At least. He's dead. Holy
Slow
frick.
death.
That worked out way better than I was hoping. Or way better than I
Unforgiving.
could have expected. Highwayman. Plus 2
Remind
speed and
yourself
plus
that
10 dodge.
overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Very nice. Oh, we can go further. Oh, yeah, right, because we still have to burn something. We have an obstacle, though. And I didn't use the dog treats. You know what? I'm ditching them. Dog treats are gone. I can't believe that. And we're going to take obstacle damage and stress, which really blows. Here, let's do this. Couple of pretty shitty misplays there. The obstacle, I guess, not much we can do. Make the decision with the information that we have, you know? That's fine.
Without tools
Sucks.
of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Okay. For some reason, I misremembered a few things here, but I was under the impression that we would, we'd have to, like, keep searching for the boss or something. I remember something being weird with that, but I guess it was right in line to where we need to go, so it's all good. I'm happy with how that went. A little bit high stress there, but...
In those younger
Crimson Court
years,
is activated.
my home was a hive of unbridled hedonism. A roiling apiary where instinct and impulse were indulged with wild abandon. A bewitching predator slipped in amidst the swarm of tittering sycophants. Though outwardly urbane, I could sense in her a mocking thirst.
I love that art.
Driven half-mad by cloying vulgarity, I plotted to rid myself of this lurking threat in a grand display of sadistic sport. But as the moment of murder drew nigh, the gibbous moon revealed her inhuman desires in all their stultifying hideousness.
So cool. So cool. So the way I read this is this stacks, right? The lower you get, the more damage you output. Look at the heirlooms. Holy moly. And as far as I can tell, nobody got the curse. Nervous, mankind hater. That's pretty good. It's pretty bad. Stress versus beasts. Stress healing. Okay. Bogatir, I like it.
These swarming fiends carry a
Those other things show up everywhere now.
A sickness so virulent, so insidious. It is more a curse than a mere disease.
Courtyard's now unlocked for further adventures. Level 2 on these guys.
Just as I feared. Now loosed from their brackish prison, they will spread like
I don't know if I
locusts
love
across our
this.
land.
Winemaker reserves. Flagellant bleed stuff. We definitely should have brought this. We definitely should have brought this. And that's... I guess the bloods or the stun skill chance is tough because they have 150 resist, right? Those big guys. Oh, but maybe the mosquitoes are bloodsuckers as well. But anyways, the speed itself would be super cool. We definitely should have brought that. Okay, so how are we looking here? Almost have level 3s. We have a decent amount of level 1s and then a few level 0s. We do have an antiquarian, and I really think we should do an antiquarian run to get some cash going. Either at the Cove or the Weald. Do a medium antiquarian run. This is okay. Speed is nice on the healers because they can save people from death's door, but I don't like reducing the stun as much. Extra speed right there is kind of cool without a huge trade-off. Damage versus size 2. It's good, I guess, going to the Isles. Another cudgel widget. Ooh. Solar Crown, minus 20 stress if torch is above 75, which it usually is. Okay, well, I'll take a look at that. Let's see who we have for recruits. Yeah, see this? We're gonna start power leveling here. We're gonna start power leveling. Okay. So let's see here. We only have one plague doctor right now. Is that right? I thought we had 2. Oh yeah, Herald. So Herald we're gonna replace with Bourdet. And we got a grave robber finally. Oh, so sick. Alright. Dr. Harold Sirius. Let's get rid of you. You do have that Mithratic, but it's not even that big of a deal.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
Okay. And then Arbalist. I think we'll put in another little thing to kind of balance this for ourselves. Oh, we have this one too. So this one will switch. Level 0 for level 1. We won't trade downwards on levels, even though these guys might have some additional benefits. Okay, so we've got 3 people to introduce. First of all, let's introduce our antiquarian. Her name is Bella. And Bella says, you can call me Bella. You may not know me, for I've come a long way to get here, but my dreams told me that you'll require my assistance. I have a vast knowledge of the issues you're dealing with in here. For a similar event occurred a long time ago at my father's palace, leaving me the sole survivor at the age of 15. Ever since then, I've been gathering all the pieces of information on such events and trained to turn my skills to be proficient in getting rid of its repercussions. All I ask in return is to let me go through any book or manuscript found during our endeavors, and for no one to enter my chambers during my researches, nor pay any attention to the noises it may produce. So, do we have a deal? Very cool. I'm intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued. So she's coming in with Assuaging, Resilient, and Devoted. My hero, plus 30% stress healing received, minus 10% stress when guarding. So this is... I think this is the... Where is she? Lilith? Nope. I can't remember which my hero is, but it's some guarding thing, and she gets extra benefits from that. Bad Gambler, Calm, and Slow Reflexes. I've given her Nervous Stab, which is just a basic attack. It's not great, but it has a crit modifier. She has Blight, which is okay. She has Get Back Down. It buffs her dodge and her speed and her Blight skill chance. Flash Powder to bypass stealth and debuff accuracy. She can heal, a small heal. Invigorating Vapors gives the whole party dodge, and then she has Protect Me, which marks the target, forces guard by them, and gives them dodge protection. So basically, she spams these two things. This can only be used 3 times per battle. I'm not sure when this was added. I think at one point long ago, this used to be unlimited. But basically, we're going to protect and then just buff dodge of the whole party most of the time. Maybe try and snag a kill with Nervous Stab once in a while. So we'll go from there. Next up, we have Iphigenia as an Arbalist, coming in with Daredevil, Sunward Explorer, and Cetiomania, obsessed with food. Okay. And her story is this. Iphigenia has no past, not one she can remember. She was raised in the nunnery outside of which she was discovered, a bedraggled and confused waif. Despite the loss of her memory, she still bore the bruises of trauma on her spirit. The charitable sisters of the nunnery named the child, did what they could to heal her, body as well as soul, and to educate the apparently orphaned girl. Iphigenia was encouraged to go out into the world and find her vocation when she reached the age of majority. She still isn't sure if she judged her calling all right, or judged her calling right, but for now she accompanies other travelers, assisting their quests in whatever way she can. She hopes her service to others will someday repay the immense debt she owes those who rescued her. The past can stay buried. I like it. Kind of a dark story. Very cool. And last but not least, we have our grave robber in Ash. I think it's a great name for our grave robber too. Let's just see what kind of options we have going on here. Let's do something like that. Okay. So Ash is coming in with Wheeled Explorer, Precise Strike, and Natural Swing. Both of these are very nice. They only really impact these 2 skills, but that's okay. Dysphagia, minus 66% healing when eating, and Lygophobia, stress when the torch is low. Her backstory is this. Born to poverty and desperation, Ash quickly learned to find what she needed in the cast-offs of high society. 2 worn coats could take the place of 1 thicker garment, and an arsenal of rusty knives was surely better than a single well-maintained pig sticker. Age brought ambition, and she turned from scavenging to con artistry. It was during such a con she first discovered a tomb simply marked "A Guide to Constructive Anarchy." Enraptured, she devoured every passage, eagerly drawing inspiration from the calls to rise up and cast off the shackles of oppression. And what better place to begin a revolution than at a troubled hamlet, the very seat of a noble line. So, I've been looking for a grave robber. The only class that we don't have is a modded class, and I think it's the Thrall. You know, hopefully one day soon we'll find that. But we've got Pick to the Face, so she can attack from the first 3 positions, and it does it has a crit mod and ignores protection. She can lunge forward and does extra damage versus Blight from the back line. Flashing Daggers debuffs bleed resist. Shadow Fade, if she's in the front, she can push herself to the back and be stealth, get 90% extra damage, crit, and dodge, which is pretty solid. Thrown Dagger does damage versus marked and blighted, so that combos pretty well with this, Poison Darts. Poison Darts does blight, 3 points a round for 4 rounds. And then lastly, she's got Toxin Trickery, so she can cure blight and bleed and buff dodge and speed. So we're all caught up now. I've decided that we're going to go on a long run. We haven't done a long run yet, and it's a little risky, but we're taking an antiquarian, so even if we aren't able to complete the dungeon, which I'm hoping that we will, we would still be able to get a decent amount of money for one, and hopefully some heirlooms as well. But the group that I'm going to take is going to be Azrael in the front line. We've got Lachlan here. I'm going to look at upgrading his weapons. We've got Iphigenia here, and she's already in at level 2 weapons. And then our antiquarian, who's maxed out because we just got her. And we'll just protect her, and hopefully she can gather us some goodies. Now back here, I don't know if I have a lot that I can spend on stress healing. I'll do a little bit here with Razcan, I think. Can we afford to upgrade this? Not really. Let's put him here. What's the difference? It's 50 bucks. Let's put him in there. And then I wanted to look at maybe removing Fear of Eldritch, Lazy Eye. There was one that I saw that we should remove on somebody. Nervous. I want to get rid of Nervous on Walter. Let's do this. 900. And then lastly, we'll upgrade these weapons for Lachlan. It's quite costly. But I think worth it. We're gonna have to sell some trinkets likely in order to fund our provisions, because this is a long run. So I'll sort that out and I'll let you know what I sell when we go to the ruins here. And now there could be ectomorphs. I don't have Kebab in here for that, but I'm hoping that with the damage and some potential marking with these two can work out. Plus I've given him the Kuishin Boo's head, which does the auto mark. So 50% chance to mark on attacks, which is pretty solid. Giving him the extra damage from Dismas head. I'm giving her the range skills. Azrael, the stun stone and the damage stone. And then the Book of Relaxation and scouting chances here. We already have the trap disarm handled by Lachlan. So yeah, should be interesting. I hope that this is okay. But yeah, wish me luck. It'll be a long run and hopefully it goes well. See you soon. Bye for now.